Hello and welcome to Doing the Damn Thing. I'm your host, Mad Mack, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say damn on YouTube. Um, I'm also not so sure I should be sampling stuff off of YouTube either, so yeah. So I'm gonna try to lock in this new project, and it's still gonna be open mic, but it's going to be under a different name. And hopefully, if I get enough traction, and I will, on YouTube, and maybe I will still post on Facebook. I'm not gonna abandon the Facebook page. I'm gonna add something new to the YouTube page. Knowing me, I will go through so many projects. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna do a little introduction about myself and about the podcast, and then I am going to make another podcast and talk about sampling, and I also want to talk about cultural appropriation with sampling too. So that's gonna be the next one. Or maybe I'll even make this a long podcast, but I don't want to put you through that. So, okay, about me, as I said, I'm Mad Mack, and I have been obsessed, sorry, pause for effect, uh, I have been obsessed with music since I was a little kid. I even have a deep connection with music. I could listen to a sad song, and my mom tells me this all the time that I would cry. I still do that. Some songs do get me choked up. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I've never really lost that connection. I started to write lyrics when I was in high school. Um, I used a notebook instead of my phone or my laptop. Um, I did it analog. Hard to believe, you know. And back when I was in high school, I was doing everything from analog to typing on the computer, to learning that Pandora from my Chromebook was not flagged. So I got to listen to some really good music. Um, I'm a huge fan of Gwen Stefani, and I didn't know this is kind of weird to say, but I didn't know that she was in the band No Doubt. Um, and I didn't know until I was in middle school, so that is embarrassing. But I've listened to a lot of music from my parents my mom got me into Alanis Morissette, and all of her music, and my dad got me into his music. 80s Dave Matthews Band, 1960s music, stuff from the Stone Age. And I still listen to that stuff today. Um, so yeah, I'm also really into spirituality and Queen Herbie. Um, and I'm listening to a lot of new music too. Um, yeah. So I will probably be bringing that I will probably be bringing up Queen Herbie a lot. God, try to say that 5 times fast, and I did. So yeah, I'm really into Queen Herbie, who got me into spirituality through her podcast. I really started to listen to her when I graduated. After I graduated college, I was going through a rough patch. I needed some support. I needed to not get lost, and not be so frustrated. And I will also touch on that too in the podcast. Okay, so I am going to try to keep this thing short and sweet. Okay, so the plan for this will be I will be talking about some DIY music and projects that I'm working on. I'm also going to be talking about some music that is inspiring me. I will go down the list and even describe that to you. I want to do a blueprint again. If you guys don't know a blueprint, I'm going to be listening to an album and kind of deep diving and giving a review on that. I'm going to be talking about how I arrange my music, how I write music. I'm also, going to talk about my opinions on pop culture. I'm going to also talk about, I'm going to do some book talks too. Go off topic, do some book talks. And I'm also going to, talk about why artists are going independent instead of working in a studio. And I'll talk about Queen Herbie a lot in that. I'll also talk about Kesha, and I will also be talking about how to get music onto social media, and how to put yourself out there. Okay, that's all for today. Have a podcastic day. Keep it classy, fam. My well wishes for you guys is to subscribe. I know it's annoying for content creators and influencers to say. I'm gonna be one of them, but I won't do it all the time. Subscribe to my channel, like if you like it. You don't have to, but ring the bell. I don't like, oh my god, I don't like notifications. So, ring the bell if you want to. Okay, peace and love. Thanks for listening. Bye.